What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we have to save all of my exotic pet fish from the recent cold weather. Here he is right here, baby phantom redtail. There he is in the net, another baby phantom redtail. He is getting massive as well. Let's get him in the bucket. Ooh, first time hand feeding the gar. That was insane. Alright everyone, so the weather has been switching up recently and it's getting a little bit too cold for all the exotic monster fish that I have in this pond. So we have to temporarily transfer them into a much warmer pond, which is the albino turtle pond. I've already moved the turtles in and over here and changed the water so it is warm and ready for the fish. But I am going to be adding a bunch of heaters in there to actually keep the water warm. And some of you guys might be saying, oh well, why don't I just add these heaters into their pond? And I say, because this simply just isn't enough heaters to heat up this massive 800-gallon pond. And I'm not trying to buy some more heaters because heaters are pretty expensive. And overall, it's going to be much easier just adding them into here and keeping this water warm. Let's get these heaters plugged in and the fish transferred over. Okay guys, so I'm going to start off with 4 heaters turned up all the way. And I'm just going to put them in the pond, plug them in, just like so. Not very complicated. Just got to get it inside the pond and plug them all in. There we go. That's pretty much it. That's all we gotta do. The temporary pond is pretty much done except for the fact that it has no filter. There's a couple sponge filters in there, but I said in my last video that my pump just blew out. So what we're gonna be doing is taking the entire filter off their current pond and putting it on the temporary pond. But before we can actually do that, I gotta drain this pond, which I need the filter for, because I'm just gonna put the hose on the ground and let it flow on the ground into the drain somewhere. But yeah. Wait, I just confused myself. Alright, so, done, but we need filter. Filter over here on this pond. Before we can move it over to that pond, we gotta drain the water onto the ground. Wait. So, this pond is done, but it needs a filter. The filter is over here. I'm gonna transfer that over here. But first, we need to drain this pond to actually get the fish out. And then we move the filter, and then the fish. Okay, I think I got it this time, hopefully. Hopefully you guys understand. To drain the pond, all I gotta do is get the outtake, throw it on the ground, and just let it drain. It just freaking poured down rain, so by doing this, I'm not really ruining anything because everything is already wet. And if it got ruined by the wetness, then it wasn't my fault. It was the weather's fault. But now we just gotta wait for this thing to drain, then we move the filter, and then we catch the fish and move them over. Yes, I'll see you guys when it's drained. I think the water level is low enough to where I can catch them out, but I can't put them straight into that other pond because it is much warmer than what they're currently in. So what I'm going to do is just put them in this bucket, and then once I got all of them, I'll float this bucket inside of that pond. But we need to get some water in here so we can put the fish in here. Alright, I got this big net. Let's start to catch these fish out. Alright, first fish we got is the phantom redtail catfish. Let me see if I can pick him up right here. Here he is, right here. Baby phantom redtail. Let's get him into the bucket. Let's catch another fish. Looks like we got a tarpon right here. That was easy. We got the big tarpon. This guy is getting absolutely massive. There he is in the net. Let's also get him in the bucket. Tarpon number 2. Looks like we got the smallest one. This guy we might end up putting in the fish tank inside my bedroom just so we can put some weight on him. Make him grow a lot faster. Alright. Second phantom redtail. This one's starting to get some black dots on him. Not exactly sure why, but here he is right here. Another baby phantom redtail. This one is much smaller than the other one. Look at all this algae. I jinxed myself last time by saying I think we figured out the problem. Oh, I uncovered the hybrid. Let's try to get him in the net. Got him. Just like that. We got the hybrid red-tailed catfish, tiger shovel nose. He is getting massive as well. Let's get him in the bucket. Alright, we got the one-eyed tarpon next. One-eyed tarpon. Too floppy. I'm not going to show you guys. I'll show you guys in a second. Let's get him in the bucket. All that's left is one tiger shovel-nosed catfish. We got him. He was chilling in that corner over there. But here he is. Our tiger shovel-nosed catfish. Right here. Let's get him in the bucket. Here's all the fish from the pond. We got the tiger shovel-nose, the phantom, another phantom, the hybrid, and of course the 3 tarpon. That is everything we had. Now all we got to do is pick this thing up and start acclimating them into their new temporary pond. Oh, alright. Hopefully this just floats perfectly in here. That should be good right there. Maybe I'll secure it under this. Alright, that's perfect right there. I'm gonna let this sit here and add a cup of water every maybe 10 minutes until the water temperature is matching, and then we can add all the fish into the pond. I'm gonna take a little bit of water, add it to their tub, and every 10 minutes I'm gonna keep doing that until it's the same. But right now I'm gonna take the smallest tarpon out of the batch and we're gonna bring him into my bedroom fish tank. I think it'd be pretty cool to have him in there, and we can also put some size on him too, so he can catch up to these other tarpon. But let's get some water and the tarpon, put him in this container just like that, and then we should be good to go to put him into my bedroom fish tank. I forgot about the baby Lima shovel-nosed catfish that we had in this fish tank. He's chilling right there, but I also want to bring him into my bedroom fish tank as well, so we got to get him out real quick. I got both fish in the container. Let's bring them inside and into my bedroom. I'm gonna acclimate these guys as well. Just gonna dip the container in here, add a little bit of water until the temperatures match. Alright, that's perfect. Now I'm gonna see you guys once we start adding all the fish into their new homes. Alright guys, so I'm getting absolutely soaked here, but we got the filter set up and it is now time to get all these fish into the pond. And the tiger shovel-nose actually already did his part, and he actually jumped in while being acclimated. But let's get the rest of them in. Let's start off with the 2 tarpon. This guy's not looking too hot, so I want to get him in as quick as possible. There he goes down there. And then second tarpon, also in the pond. They should be fine. But now let's get these 2 phantoms out. They're starting to get these black spots on them. I don't know if they'll get more and more of that, but there he goes into his brand new temporary home. Little phantom out. Last but not least, we got the red tail tiger shovel-nose hybrid. Let's see if we can pick him up. Ooh, I do not want to get spiked by this guy. There we go. Last fish into the warm pond. I would actually sit in this water. That's how warm it is. But that pond back there is freezing cold. So this is definitely much better for the fish than living in that pond. Let's take this bucket out. There we go. We are done, fellas. The fish have been saved. Wait, I forgot. We got the 2 fish inside that also needed to be added into their tank. Oh, we can see them through the window. They're just chilling in there right there. Let's go add them into their tank. We got the Lima shovel-nosed catfish and the mini baby tarpon. Let's see. We'll grab the tarpon out first. He's gonna grow into be a beast one day. Let's get him in. There he goes. Along with the alligator gar we got in the last video. And of course, Mr. Sturgeon back there. Let's get this shovel-nosed catfish out. Don't want to get spiked by this guy either. But there he is. Into the 150-gallon fish tank. The fish have been situated inside the tank, and I think the tarpon in here looks absolutely amazing. Just take a gander at him over there. Hopefully he grows much faster than he was outside. And then of course we got the Lima shovel-nosed catfish chilling down there. And I think the tank is coming along very nicely. We got the sturgeon, we got the alligator gar, we got the tarpon, and now we have the Lima shovel-nosed catfish. But let's go take a look at the fish outside. Take a gander at this big old mess I made trying to save these fish. But they are all doing absolutely amazing now. They have settled in and are much more active than when they were in that pond. And the water is nice and warm for these fish. But we can't really see them from above. You can kind of see the phantom down there. But it is getting a little bit too dark for you guys to actually see. So I'll pick the camera up tomorrow and we'll do a whole feeding on all the predatory fish. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. It is the next morning and the tarpon in the tank is doing very good. You can see him right there, he's chilling. But let's go take a look at all the other fish in the backyard. It's a little messy, but that is alright. I'll end up cleaning that later. Let's see. Alright, the water is warm, so that is good. And it doesn't look like any of the fish have passed. Oh, yep, they're all down there. Tarpon are doing good. Catfish, 2 phantoms, good. Let's see. Where is the tiger shovel nose and the hybrid? Oh, he's down there too. Alright, everybody looks good. So let's give him some food. I got some frozen shrimp in the freezer. So let's go chop that up real quick and then we can give him some food. All we gotta do is grab this giant bag of shrimp. Take a few pieces out. This is what it looks like right here. It's got the head and the shell on. So we gotta peel that stuff off once it defrosts. But I'm just gonna put it in this bucket. Maybe like 5 pieces should be good. And then we'll chop that up and feed it to the fish. This should be good right here. While we wait for the shrimp to defrost, we can actually feed the sturgeon some of these pellets right here. Here comes the sturgeon. Yep, devouring those pellets. Oh yeah. I got the shrimp all defrosted and cut up. Now all we gotta do is feed it to the fish. Hopefully they're not too stressed and they actually eat it. All we gotta do is take some of the shrimp, drop it down there. The catfish were a little shy eating the food, but I'm pretty sure they'll slurp up all of that overnight. But I of course can't forget the gar. I saved 3 little pieces of shrimp for him. Maybe we can hand feed him. Let's see. Can we do it? Ooh! First time hand feeding the gar. That was insane. The tarpon's looking good. I don't think he's hungry though, because there's a couple platies in here and he hasn't eaten them yet. So he'll probably eat them whenever he feels hungry. But let's try and hand feed this alligator gar one more time. Ooh, gobbled that thing up. And just like that, it is gone. Guys, that is gonna end today's video. Thank you for watching. We saved all of my exotic tropical fish, but we still have to figure out what we're gonna do with the turtles. So make sure to stay tuned for that video. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.